Buenos dias. That's not Italian.
That's not even close. I mean, I guess it was a different language, so it's kind of similar.
Viva Italia. Mamma mia.
Hello, welcome to this episode of Real Boys.
Forza Ferrari.
There we go. That's something.
Yeah, that's my team in Formula One. So you know what?
I'm not here for fun and games. I'm here for stately matters.
Stately matters. Yeah. I'm here for the fun and games.
Yeah. You're here to fuck men.
I'm here to fuck men and eat bread, and I'm all out of bread.
Welcome to this episode of Real Boys. Today we'll be tackling the controversial topic of Gladiator 2.
Is it Gladiators?
Gladiator
Dose
2.
No, that's Spanish again.
What did you think?
What did I think?
Oh yeah, wait. Upskirt. You got to get an upskirt in within the first 5 minutes. There we go. Our viewership tripled.
Yeah, baby.
Nice. Yeah, we're in outfits. So what? Big deal.
I didn't even want to bring it up.
Yeah.
I thought it was just going to be natural.
Yeah, you thought we'd only be wearing the outfit of the cinema people. Think again, motherfuckers.
I did have a whole rant today about how we should bring back capes, and now I've got a cape.
Yeah, but no one can see it. Well, get up and show the people. Okay, well, crouch down a little bit. Oh, look at that. That's a gladiator. We should wrestle. We should break the set already and just start wrestling. Oh, do you? Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, that's enough of that. Sit down. Gladiator 2, what do you think?
Oh, fuck. I can't sit. That's what I think.
We watched this, for context, we watched this movie a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, and then I watched Hosier immediately after live, and that kind of like filled up the memory banks a bit more.
Yes.
My opinion on Gladiator 2 is, okay, imagine this, right?
I'm imagining.
You wake up, your eyes open, you're staring at an ornate roof.
Mm-hmm.
You are Emperor Basilius of the Byzantine Empire.
Mm-hmm.
And all you can think in your mind is about like Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal, Gladiator 2. This sucks. This future cannot come to pass. The Turks are at the gate. Grab your cutlass. The Roman Empire does not fall today. That is what I think. This movie sucks and they fucked up somewhere in the past.
Sucks?
Yes.
It sucks is way too harsh.
No, it does.
It's like mid. It's average.
It sucks.
It sucks. Okay. You fell asleep during the entire middle.
I did also fall asleep in the movie.
You missed the entire middle.
In my entire life, thousands of movies I've watched, I've fallen asleep in 2 movies.
What was the other one?
Gladiator 2 being the second film.
What was the first?
The first film, held in high regards, Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald.
Okay, so they're on an even playing field.
They're on even
in your
playing
mind.
fields.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
It was.
It wasn't. It was fun.
When Ridley Scott makes a movie, if it's set in space or in the past, it's probably going to be good. But
that's all he does.
Well, no, sometimes he does movies set in the present, and that's when it sucks.
What does he do that's when it sucks.
Yeah.
But you said...
Yeah, I'm saying this is an unfortunate thing where okay, look, it's okay.
Okay, good. I got you there.
It's okay. It's not quite bad enough to break his habit of like, if it's in the past or in space, it's good.
Yeah.
It's not shit, but it's not great.
Okay, what's the basis of your opinion? I'm just trying to see if you remember anything about the movie, really.
Gladiator 2 puts the meh in Paul Mescal.
Jesus, where'd you read that? Fucking Twitter?
I don't know. It's like the only thing I've had in my mind for the last week since like thinking about the movie.
This entire episode of Real Boys is just going to be you throwing out buzzwords.
Buzz jokes that I've been thinking of.
Yeah, great. Was that the one that... Okay, you told me that there was a joke that you were thinking about for Wicked 2 that you were going to make if Wicked 2 was a Byzantine.
Yeah, but unfortunately it was quite good.
It was quite good, as we saw in last week's episode. Yeah, so you said, I'm going to repurpose it.
Yeah, it was the Byzantine one.
Oh, what the fuck did the Byzantines have to do with Wicked and the Wizard of Oz?
Because imagine you're Emperor Basilius of the Byzantine Empire. You've just had a vision of
You're going to retell the
Erebor.
joke. You're going to retell the joke and it's going to replace...
You're like, this movie sucks. This future can't come to pass. The Roman Empire doesn't fall today.
This worked way better as is for Gladiator 2. Why were you even thinking of that for Wicked?
Yeah. Well, because I thought we were going to watch Wicked first, so I thought of it for that. But then we watched Gladiator 2 first.
Right.
And now
You're coming in like weeks in advance with these jokes prepared.
Yeah, dude. It's like comedians have to test it in small venues.
This is your
before we
stand-up,
get to
right?
Yeah.
This is your stand-up routine. Gotcha.
I show up well versed for this, which is why I remember all the movie.
Fuck. I don't remember
Okay, so
much of the movie.
it starts off strong. You've got the score going. It's great. Gladiator 2 is there. The I in Gladiator splits into the Roman numerals for 2, and you're like, holy shit, like I'm locked in.
Ridley's done it again, baby.
He's fucking Ridley's in the past. He's got me. I'm there with him. And then I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Paul Mescal was like, whatever.
He was Paul
Paul
Mescal.
Mescal.
There we
Which
go.
is unfortunate because I like him.
He's a likable dude.
Yeah.
From everything I've seen him in.
Yeah.
He was the weakest part of this movie for sure. Not in terms of acting and stuff, even though the acting before, it's just the script didn't really give him anything.
Yeah. I mean, well, then I'm just going to rant about the movie and its scenes. So before we get to that, what did you think about the
Yeah, again, I think it was an average movie. I don't think it was anything like revolutionary or crazy. If you go in expecting like a popcorn flick, basically just entertainment, I think you'll be pretty happy. It's definitely not eye-rollingly bad or dumb. Well, it's dumb, but like not bad cinema. It's not like a Venom or anything like that. It's fun to watch. It's fine and this is the age-old idiom of if you just turn off your brain, you'll probably enjoy it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that doesn't mean it's a good movie. It's probably not a good movie, but it's fine. It's not offensive. Probably is too long.
It's just another movie that has a big predecessor to live up to and doesn't really do it.
Yeah, how do you even live up to it? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I mean, like Blade Runner lived up to its predecessor.
Oh, and then some.
And then some. Arguably, is better than the original, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But so you can do it.
It just had
That was another Ridley thing.
It just had to have more substance.
They just chose the wrong main character.
No, I think they chose the right main character. They just didn't do anything with the right character.
No, what I'm
Like, how do you... Yeah, continuing on the story of Gladiator, you do follow the story of his orphan child after that. That's logical.
No, well, okay, well, like, I mean, yeah, but just of all the characters in the movie, the rivalry between Macronus and the Aurelius, I forget Pedro's character's name. Anyway, Pedro is the general, way more interesting.
Yep.
He was so, like, because he's framed as a villain from the get-go.
Well, I think he's interesting though because of the rivalry with the main character. Like that whole context or that whole story, the premise is interesting and it makes him an interesting character. The premise, but it's executed poorly.
Even without the main character, you have at the beginning of the spoiler, if you haven't seen it or if you don't care, Macronus is the villain, the overall villain, but he's framed as the good guy at the start of the film, or at least on the side of our like hero.
Well, not on the side.
And paints, the general as the bad guy. So you can still do the like, oh, he's horrible, and then have that twist around the middle where you realize, oh, actually, this acclaimed general is very displeased with the emperors, wants to do his
that's an interesting story.
It was way more, and the politics was there, the acting from Pedro.
But then they frame it all around Paul Mescal, and it becomes just grey, like noise.
They're in, the Gladiator pit, and
it becomes just like a revenge story.
It becomes a boring revenge story, and after hating Pedro for the entire movie, Paul Mescal's got the nails are biting, and he's in there ready to murder this guy. And he's like, I'm actually a pretty good dude, by the way. And then he's like, oh, man. He just starts crying after he kills him. Because he's like, I didn't know you were so cool.
Who are you talking about?
When the general and I don't even remember, Lucius?
Lucius, yeah.
Yeah, when Lucius and the general fight, he's like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were chill like that, bro.
He didn't kill him, though. The emperors did.
No, well, yeah, but then
he refused. That was like one of the only great scenes in the movie, and it's because it was the conclusion of the only character that's really likable or interesting, which is Aurelius or whatever.
I don't know, just Lucius.
Pedro Pascal's character
Lucius
is that
was just
death
the wrong
scene.
character. I just didn't care for him.
I agree. I don't think. No, I still think he was the right character or premise, and you could have tied it in more cohesively with the whole story of the politics as well as the general.
He's telling a different story at that point.
No, you're telling the same story. You're telling it effectively, though. You're telling it competently.
Doesn't everything come down to that if it's competent or not?
Well, that's my point. I don't think the writing was competent in this movie, and I don't think they even intended for it to be competent. I think they just wanted to put sharks in the Colosseum and have Paul Mescal like kill a monkey with his bare teeth.
Yeah. Oh god, the animal CGI.
The animal CGI was dreadful. We were talking about this episode, the last episode, Wicked, how the animal CGI in that movie was kind of iffy. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, how would a Roman soldier sit? Oh fuck, these things are biting into my back.
Oh yeah, you power stance. You like spread your legs.
Brother.
Yeah, you want to man spread as much as possible. Yep. There we go.
Our knees are touching.
Yeah, I don't like it, honestly.
I'll move that one back a little bit. There we go.
I have decreed it illegal for my knees to touch yours.
I was meant to say something after that, but I didn't. Like,
we're entering the stage of our filming where we're delirious.
Well, yeah.
It's been a long day. Still a long day.
I bet.
Yep. We'll edit it out with CGI.
Get them thighs away from you. Oh man, the more I try to cover it, the more I like highlight it and bring it up. Fuck.
The animal CGI was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like way worse than Wicked.
Yeah. So should we go through the movie kind of like from start to
I don't remember much of the movie.
Well, that's why I'm trying to say, like, let's try to
remember. But it starts off.
See, that's the crime. It's like this big sequel
It's forgettable.
to this Oscar film, and it's just so forgettable.
It's forgettable. It's so forgettable.
I had said I didn't like the main character, but what I did like, and actually then ended up being very disappointed in, is that at the start, Marcus in the first film is this very stoic general. He's silent in the arena, and he kind of commands this
respect. Yeah.
Well, he's not silent, but he's he's stoic.
Short with words.
Short to the words, straight to the point.
Wears his heart on his sleeves.
Yeah, he's a leader, and that was an enjoyable role to watch. And then at the start of this film, when
Paul Mescal.
Yeah, when Lucius is getting like recruited in some gladiator training pit, kind of just weed out the weak or whatever. The man is like the Doomslayer. He's raw. There's rage there. He's ripping into monkeys with his teeth.
You like that?
He was violent, an incredibly different character to Marcus.
Oh, you wanted a different to Marcus.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked this raw rage. Instead of Marcus showing back up and being honorable and being like, well, because I'm just such a cool dude.
Actually, that would have been cool. Like, he does anything for revenge.
Yeah,
fuck
like,
Rome, fuck the world.
Whereas Lucius should have just been like, fucking burn it down.
Yeah.
The general killed my wife. General killed his wife in the siege at the start. It should have just been the Doomslayer shows up and fuck
shit up.
Yeah,
and then dies at the end.
I wanted Angron in that arena, but I didn't get it.
And then dies at the end or something due to his own need for
bloodlust. There's a scene where like Rome's kind of burning, and I was like, fuck yeah.
Oh, when you say Rome is burning, it was like one street and there was like one small trash fire.
Well, yeah, but
those scenes really didn't feel like Rome was ending.
No, but I wanted that vibe from, because like, two emperors are dying. One emperor dies at one point, and then you got the other one. And I mean, like, they did the emperor wrong. Caracalla is like, historically, I believe it's Caracalla. It could have been Geta. I might have got them mixed up here. But one of them is meant to be the
conniving.
Like, what happens when you put a military man in charge of the state? And it's just ruthless. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't really that. It was just kind of like these weirdly ancestral...
No, it was just pure hedonism. They were both pretty much the same. One was just more mentally deficient than the other slightly.
One had his monkey.
Yeah, it was
Dondus.
Dondus, yeah, that was just dumb. Like, the characters there were really dumb. They were hateable, sure, but it was like a really cheap level of hateable where they're just hedonists. There's no depth to them.
Yeah, Joseph Quinn didn't really have a lot to work with there.
No one did.
Other than looking pale. No one had anything to work with except Pedro Pascal, and then he died.
Yeah, and I guess, what was the slave master's name?
Macrinus.
Yeah, Macrinus, who was played by Denzel Washington.
Kind of just played himself and had an American accent where everyone else was British.
Yeah. he was enjoying the role. You could tell that he was having a lot of fun.
Having a great time.
Yeah, but again, it was just not much. Like he betrays. He's that stereotypical character that's like ambitious to no end. Basically, will sacrifice everything, including himself.
See, that also would have been because his end goal was to get revenge on Rome and kind of like have it fall down through playing politics, and that could have been a very
Was it? That's what you got from that? I thought he just wanted to rule it.
No, because he was a former slave. So
yeah, I know that, but I thought he just wanted power. He just wanted to rule it. He didn't want to burn it.
The impression I got was that like through former slave, he's fighting his way to the top using their own system to then try to crumble them from within and get like his comeback and revenge.
Yeah, he's revenge, but you're saying it like he wanted Rome to end. I don't think that. I think he wanted to be at the top.
I think he wanted to get at the top to then upend Rome and burn it and show them their own face and like push in, like smear them in the mud and be like, this is what you did to me. And I think that would have been a far more interesting story if you've got both of these characters, Lucius and Macrinus, trying to burn it down, whereas Macrinus is, Denzel's doing his charm, his swagger, he's getting through politically, and then fucking Angron here shows up and just tries to burn it all down, dooms and rips and tears.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a really fun little thing. And then somewhere in between, you've got Pedro Pascal.
But no.
Stoic.
The drama that they try to inject into the movie through Paul Mescal just falls flat every single time because it's like he's just a stereotypical good guy at some point. Like he has that rage at the start, but it subsides very quickly. He has one little tantrum at his mum, but then shockingly, like a day later, he's like, "I love you, mummy, please."
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Where's this coming from?
And then later on in the film, you get this scene where all the gladiators kind of rally to him.
Yeah, it's like, why?
There's no camaraderie. There's nothing showing off.
Nothing was like sure they battled together for a few rounds before, but we never really saw like much relationship between. They try in one scene. You might have been asleep. Where like where Paul Mescal has to like row a boat and everyone's like kind of cheering him on, like row a rowing machine kind of thing.
Yeah,
in
he's
practice.
out there training more than the others.
Yeah, and they're like taking notice. But that doesn't really show like their connection or their friendships or their camaraderie.
Yeah, see, that's again where you could have highlighted his rage, is that every other gladiator could have been like beat down if that's the story they're going for in Real Slaves, and then this angry motherfucker shows up and they're like, oh, look, like if we use our emotions like this guy is.
It actually would have worked better that way if they did fully commit to him being rage and he just fucking just disregards every other gladiator. It doesn't form any relationship, which he already doesn't. You don't see him communicate or really form bonds with any of the gladiators that show up at the end to help him out during that final Colosseum battle. But what if they doubled down on that and instead showed that, like, because of his ruthlessness and because of his one-track mind where he just wanted revenge, at the end when it mattered the most, he had no allies, and that's why he ultimately failed.
Yeah.
Because of rage can only get you so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting.
That would have been. But as it is,
I think a more hands-on POV of the gladiators for most of the film, and like showing their rapport of like all the gladiators are rivals, they're infighting or whatever, and then through the story and Lucius and everything, they kind of like build up more rapport and start a gladiator rebellion and everything. Would have been way more interesting with like a bit of the politics of the others thrown in. There, but it just it didn't really commit to anything. It did too many things, and all of it was just kind of meh.
Yeah, it was just the color gray. Basically, it was very outside of the action scenes, which were still fun.
The action scenes were semi-fun.
The spectacle. Well, what were the action scenes? There's like the very first Colosseum battle. Like a giant brute shows up riding a rhinoceros, and I'm like, okay, this is exactly what this is. It's dumb, whatever. Yeah, and that's the moment I was like, I'm not. Forget about everything else. This is just spectacle.
Yeah, the much hyped shark battle in the Colosseum was, I don't know, it was okay.
It was fine, and it was whatever.
Yeah, the opening siege, I don't know, also okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. I saw a lot of people were praising the battles. I just didn't really feel anything from them.
It's fair. I thought they were fine. Like I that's why I'm saying if it's a blockbuster movie, you'll probably have enough fun to justify watching it. I do think even like. For a movie to be, I don't remember the specific runtime, but it was long. It did feel long. And if the entire premise, from what it seems of this movie, was just spectacle, I feel like they could have cut it down pretty substantially just to be that spectacle. There's no point wasting our time on, his mother covertly going and sneaking around trying to find clues as to his heritage, stuff we already know. It's like,
Yeah, well, like we know it's the son.
yeah, it's like this is a waste of time at this point because the story just is not compelling anyway. So like, why are we wasting time on it?
Yeah, it's just an unfortunate sequel that muddies like a really good original.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the first Gladiator.
I watched it this year, so I went in like excited,
Yeah,
and it didn't do anything.
Russell Crowe is a good actor. He's fun to watch.
I don't know the name of the mother, but her acting was not good in this.
In this, yeah, she was. I wouldn't say any of the acting like was good.
No,
It was
Except
fine. Even Pedro was just fine.
he didn't have a lot to work with, but what he did was like I could feel the turmoil in his character. I didn't think it was good at the start because he was just like very clearly painted as the bad guy. But then when you got some one-on-one scenes and you saw like his relationships and like he did a lot of acting with his eyes where he was being a general in the public that supported the emperors, but like you could see the emotion that he was conflicted. I thought he was doing good.
He hated the emperors. He was like a patriot basically.
Yeah, if you love Pedro and that sexy boy, definitely watch the movie for him. But I mean, it's just not great.
Yeah. You know what? After talking about it, I feel like I gaslit myself into maybe thinking it was better than it actually was when I left, and then I immediately forgot about every single detail about the movie, which is never a good sign.
No.
But so yeah, I discussing this has been helpful in reclarifying the movie to me because I'm kind of thinking
all
it was
dressed up for nothing.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. So what would you rate it?
Would I rate it?
Yeah.
2 arrows to the back of the skull.
I did like some scenes. There were some scenes that I enjoyed, and I can count them on my hand. The opening scene was fun, like that siege. And that was the only point in the movie where I felt like there was kind of that emotional hook as lame as it, not lame, as kind of generic as it was, like his wife dying or being in battle with his wife, seeing his wife die. That was kind of, there was something, the slightest bit there that wasn't there throughout the rest of the movie. And the action scene there was kind of fun. So there are scenes throughout the movie where I did have fun. So I would probably I'd give it a 5.
A 5. That's a sad score for a Gladiator sequel.
I mean, you gave it a 2.
Well, yeah.
2 is very low. You should. I mean, hey, it's your credibility on the line. Man sitting there in a Spartan outfit.
I am the most credible reviewer you're going to get on this platform.
For as long as you're allowed on here.
Yeah. Until I'm banned because I flash myself.
Yeah, too many upskirts.
It's just, I don't know. The music was whatever. And then you've got like the thrown in like imagery of him touching the grass.
So we were talking last time about Wicked, which did callbacks well, like it implemented it well into the movie where it's not like, oh my God, they're just throwing the yellow brick road in for, so we clap like seals in the audience or whatever. It felt more integrated in a respectful way. It's like, oh, that's the scene. Yep, that's the scene. Oh, it's Maximus' sword. Oh, his grave. Oh.
I'm glad Maximus thought, you know what, a few thousand years in the future, those Germanic tribes and British tribes are going to win. So I'm going to write in English on here so that the audience can see.
I think there was a lot of the drama leading up to the release of Gladiator 2 because of, what was it? It was because of Denzel Washington's character being black, and people were like, there's no way there'd be a black senator.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
he looked cool. He looked really cool. I think Denzel should dress like that all the time. The earrings really worked for him. The robes looked sick.
You got fucking sharks. Like Paul Mescal bites a monkey's face off. Like whatever. This isn't like meant to be real.
No.
Who cares? If it was like pegged as a historical drama, like an actual.
Yeah, but then like the emperor that comes next is like completely contradictory to the way the film ends.
What do you mean?
Well, like the actual emperor that ends up being in charge is just like, I think next up the Caracalla is like a 16-year-old who gets like caught up in all these cults and all this bullshit happens and people die as Romans are wont to do back then. But the movie ends with, Paulie being like, let's rally and refight for Rome and stuff like that with all these soldiers. Like, no, buddy, it doesn't work out in the end.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because, I mean, I don't remember, but I feel like historically the way the first movie ended was actually accurate. I could be incredibly wrong with that claim.
I don't remember, honestly.
The other son is...
Yeah, I remember, like, what's his name? Walking Phoenix.
Yeah.
I just don't remember if it's accurate.
Yeah, Guacamole Phoenix dies. And
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna make that claim. Fuck it.
It's 100% historically
I'm
accurate.
a voice on the internet. You have to believe what I say.
100%.
Don't check this shit.
And so was Gladiator 2. They fought sharks in the Colosseum. I heard that apparently they do.
They did fill. There was a certain arena that was filled with water and had like rowboats and stuff. I'm not gonna go out there and claim sharks were involved.
It was killer whales actually.
Killer whales
and dolphins.
Some dolphins.
Yeah.
Very rapey.
Oh yeah.
The dolphins would be more scary than the man in front of me with the sword.
Yeah.
I don't want to fall in the water.
Dolphins are fucked.
A dolphin assaulted my friend in real life.
Really? What happened?
He went out swimming and the dolphin's incredibly long penis wrapped up around his leg and dragged him.
No, it
didn't.
No, it did not.
No, it's incredibly traumatizing for the guy. Like he was in tears telling a friend group and we're all laughing. And it was, I felt bad because I was like, I'm so sorry, man, but I can't not laugh at this.
There's no way. They don't have retractable penises like that. They're not able to latch on with penises.
Yeah, it came out and dragged him down.
It didn't.
Swear to God, it happened. Happened to a buddy of mine.
This guy is pranking you. You're gonna start. This is like someone trying to convince me that Gladiator 2 was historically accurate.
No, it happened to a buddy of mine.
It doesn't matter if you say that. It's not true. I don't believe it.
I must defend his honor.
His honor's been taken by a dolphin.
It was true. Well, deflowered by a dolphin. Is a bit unfortunate, but you know, what else are you going to talk about in a Gladiator movie?
Yeah, where are we? I don't remember anything about the fucking movie.
It's a shame. It's a bloody shame.
Is it? I feel like Gladiator 1 was a one and done.
Yeah, look, it didn't need a sequel.
It didn't need one.
I got excited, and the more I saw,
why? You're an idiot. Don't get excited about things. I've told you this many times.
I know, and I keep telling you that you got to be hopeful.
No. I'm too old for that now.
You're like 27.
I know, that's too old. It's happening quicker and quicker.
You've had a lot of back problems today.
I know, I have had a lot of it. Well, we've been moving around a lot. But yeah.
You injured your back like getting out of a car or like just moving.
I have scoliosis.
You grab the. I do too.
No, you don't.
I do.
Compare spine curvatures.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. I'll show you mine.
Yeah,
you show me yours.
We'll go get X-rays and confirm on the next episode.
I can pull an X-ray up.
Oh yeah,
it's probably somewhere on there. I'm sure you can. I'm gonna say 34 degrees.
Actually, that's about what mine is.
Shit.
Yeah.
37.
I think it's around that kind of area. 35.
We should wear braces.
So my doctor said my back is too bad for a brace. Like brace won't do anything, but it's not
bad enough for surgery.
Yeah, this was back when I was like 14 though, so it's probably badder.
Worse favorite, badder. One of my favorite movie scenes ever is Mr. Incredible getting grabbed by the robot and pulled apart, and then his back cracks and straightens, and he's all of a sudden like super strong.
That seems so nice.
I dream of that daily.
Yeah.
I need a big.
Except it wouldn't work for us.
Man to just grab me and fucking pull me
apart. Where is this going?
So that I'm straight.
Yeah, very straight. Very straight, Connor.
I just want my back straightened out.
I feel like if that would have happened to us and someone would have pulled us like that, we'd literally just explode. Like our spines would not. It would be so much compressed.
I get fatality.
Yeah,
but I mean, I want it anyway.
Same.
I mean, well, speaking of fatalities, did you think they were cool in the movie?
The murder? I don't even remember them.
There was like
the entire movie,
beheadings and arms coming off.
It didn't even register.
Yeah, right.
Like the gore or death or whatever didn't even register. I don't think there was anything. Like the most I can remember is Pedro's death, which was like 1,000,000 arrows at him.
Yeah,
that's it.
That is where I woke up.
Oh, even Denzel Washington's death was pretty minute or underscored.
In the water,
he just drowned, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, like, rock to the face.
It was a little boring.
It was boring, yeah.
And then Paul had a speech to like the 6 soldiers that could hear him, but there's like thousands.
Yeah, they all cheer.
They're not going to hear it.
Why is he speaking English?
Yeah, I love that the thousands of soldiers start cheering, but like the 10 at the front are the ones that heard it. So the guy at the back probably saw the dude in front of him start cheering and was like, well, I guess I got to cheer.
Yeah, what are we cheering for? Is Rome over?
This dude had a good speech.
His speech wasn't even that good.
No, it wasn't that great.
It was like, it was a serious problem with the writing. That was it.
Yeah, there was no like dialogue that I cared for.
There was no dialogue that made me go, like pump my fist up and go, fuck yeah, being a dude rocks.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Testosterone.
I wanted that movie to make me feel like, you know, I'm sitting there with a
boner.
I've got an erection. There's a beer in one hand, like a dart in the other, and fucking Creed's playing where I'm like, can you take me higher?
You're draped in like the desecrated erection of a dolphin wrapped around you as a cloak.
Yeah.
Which is the ultimate sign of testosterone.
I just wanted a Gladiator movie to make me feel cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to leave that movie.
Well, that's why you watch the Gladiator movies. They're like power fantasies almost.
Yeah, I wanted to leave that movie doing like shadow boxing, being like, I could fucking take on a rhinoceros.
Yeah.
But that
It didn't happen.
No, I just left rubbing my eyes, going like,
I'm tired.
wow, that was cool.
I want to sleep.
I won't go.
I won't go
I won't go
bed.
beddy bye.
Yeah, my back hurts.
Poppy.
Yeah. Basically, like just not a very compelling movie.
Yeah.
Not one of my. I came in here defending it, but yeah, I agree with you more and more.
I've brought you over to the other side.
It's over. It's over, Gladiator
You're gonna
Bros.
shed your senatorial robes and
I'm
join
gonna
the
tear it off and become a
men down in
gladiator. Yeah. Actually, that's kind of representative. I'm like the, what would you call it? Person who's trying to convince that it's still good.
Yeah, and I'm part of the Praetorian Guard.
Yeah.
Just come in and stab.
You're the barbarian
the
that's like
Imperator.
fuck no.
Yeah, the Germans. Good on
That's gonna do it for this episode of Real Boys. I am fucking tired.
that was a
fuck.
fluent episode. Everything made sense.
Nothing.
What we said
We're gonna like
before.
watch it back. It's gonna be gobbledygook. It's gonna be
This
nothing.
one of the Wicked episode. I'm gonna rewatch and be like, man, we did that.
Don't record at what is like 9:30 p.m.
Yeah, I mean, you've made worse episodes of things, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, most of the official podcast was recorded at 3 a.m., but
Yeah,
this is different. I've been awake all
you
day.
got dogged on that.
Yeah, for a bit. We're recording at 10 a.m. now, so it's better.
Oh, that is better.
Yeah. All right, that's gonna do it for Real Boys.
What's next? What movie's next?
I don't fucking know. This is coming out 2 weeks. Whatever's next, you'll see it.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what's next. Red one? No.
Lord of the Rings.
Are we gonna watch
Is
that?
it War of the Rohirrim? Yeah, it's fucking Lord of the Rings.
Hey, why don't you
Yes, you.
leave
I call
movie
upon
suggestions?
the Senatus Populus Caeromus, the Senate and the people of Rome. I call upon the people of Rome in the forum down below to speech out about what they think we should watch next.
Yes, just
year.
tell us what we should
I was
watch.
confident in that.
Yeah, that went well.
Dude, I'm doing Mary Beard proud with all the history I remember. Fuck. I studied this.
It shows. We'll see you next time. Leave us a suggestion for what we should watch next. Thank you very much for watching Real Boys. Did we even sign off on the Wicked review that we did last week?
I think we just said, yeah, thanks, yeah, bye.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys. Rome forever.
What
do they-
Wakanda forever.